Good morning, everybody. I'm Wayne Campbell, and this is your morning drive with the driver's side. Real drivers, real talk. I'm going to get myself together and get a hold of my emotions, okay? So remember, guys, we are sponsored by Trucker Tools, so please download that app, tab that app, and let us know how that app is working for you. As you drivers come up in here, it is going to be hopefully a good show and hopefully a good morning, and hopefully I just keep my emotions right where they need to be. Because, boy, if I don't need just love in general, or see love, or just want people to love each other again today, I don't know. No. I just saw so much last night, and I've seen so many things in the past 24 hours that I'm blown away. I'm seeing people being just pitted against each other. I'm seeing, just children out in the streets, children, literally children playing in the streets and chanting things that I don't think they even know what they're chanting. It blows me away to see this country the way it is. I just don't recognize. I literally don't recognize it. I'm so grateful to have this platform. So grateful to have people in my life like John Herdrich, Brandon Carpenter, Rob Hallahan, Karen Hallahan, Renee Anderson, all of you people, my wife, everybody. Because, man, the love that I get from you guys, I need more now than ever. Because it is a cold, cold, cold world. I know that Drivr was released from 35. I'm tired of the mixed stories coming out. I'm tired of seeing videos that show that it wasn't the driver's fault. I'm tired of seeing videos that show it was the driver's fault. What I'd like to see today is for us to start actually pulling together as people. I don't see human decency whatsoever anymore. It's just absolutely mind-blowing. And I don't want to get on here and preach, and I don't want to get on here and be some. What I want to do is I want to get back to trucking. I really do. I just want to get back to my life at the end of the day. I want to go hang out with Gary Phelps. I want to go hang out with John Herdrich. And I want to talk trucking. I want to see Mr. Schroeder again. I want to hang out with Brian. Man, I can go on and on and on. I didn't even want to do today's show. I'm not going to lie. I yelled, I screamed, I got up this morning because hearing the mixed stories about 35 again, this driver on 35, I don't want to hear it anymore. I don't. What I want to hear is, when are you going to take these people out of the highways? When are things going to go back to normal? Or at least start turning a page to a brighter future, not a dark age? What is enough? What's it going to take for this to stop? Is what I want to know. I want to bring John and them here this morning. They did not expect me to go down this road. I don't even know where to go with this. I really don't. Valerie Sparkles, good morning. Let me go to you guys first and say hi, Val Miller. Hi, Mark. Hi, David Hughes. There's my pilot guy. See, you know what, David Hughes, thank you, because you're gonna pull me down. You're gonna pull me right down. There's a pilot car. He's an escort. He's a lifeline to a truck driver. He's everything to that driver that has that heavy load or that oversize. It's a team. It's a team that makes sure they get down that highway safely and they don't kill nobody. And that's what I want to see again. I just want to see human decency again. I want to see us back together as one, as fighting over who's going to win the Super Bowl. That's what I'd like to see. I'd like to see Brian here hanging out with Kenny and Natasha. These people that I just got to know. This family that I talk about all the time, Brian, Natasha, and Kenny. Kenny's the dad, Natasha's the mom, and Brian's the son. Kenny is just the funnest guy, and he's so full of spirit and joy and just wants to truck. And he drives historic trucks, and he's proud to do that. And he has his son hanging around. And then he's got this wife, Natasha, that if you met her and you've seen that smile, you can't help but smile back. She's got the smile of an angel. It's absolutely the coolest thing. It's just, I fell in love with this family because they stand for everything that I stand for. And I don't see that anymore. I don't think anything that I stand for is around anymore. Good morals, good values. Just love. This family is so full of love. I can't wait for you to meet them.
I'm looking forward to it.
Natasha, Brian, and Kenny.
I'm looking forward to it.
Brian's mine, by the way.
Okay.
Yeah, don't be going to steal my little homie. All right. So let me go to a few of you guys real quick. Good morning, Barb. Natasha, good morning. Valerie, good morning. Bob, good morning. David Hughes, good morning. Jay Williams, good morning. I think that's Jay Williams. Mark, good morning. Everybody, good morning. Thank you for being here. Okay, let me see what the wife wrote down. I'm sorry. You can ask my wife. I was full of emotions, correct? Well, I'm watching people trying to force cops to take a knee when the cop's actually at his job, and if he does, he'll be reprimanded. He wants to let them know that he's on their side. He does let them know he's on their side. He believes in what they're doing, but doesn't believe in the violence. I'll post the video later. I went out and I stood right next to him. These cops and these people, we got good people in this world and we got bad people. That's just that simple. It's sad. What I want to say is the one thing that gets overlooked every year and nobody hears about very rarely in the news is that deaf person that shot just by trying to communicate. There's people killed every year that can't speak and they use sign language to communicate. And sometimes they get pulled over and the cops don't realize what they have in front of them. And we wind up losing another deaf person. I'm very big on caring, okay? I was introduced to that deaf community at one time, or I was introduced to them not too long ago. And it's sad because they don't trust us, because nobody takes the time out to actually communicate with them. And they need a voice more than anybody. They can't speak. They have trouble communicating. And they just want to live their lives. And they go out and they get killed by officers that don't realize that they're just deaf. That doesn't have anything to do with the color. It has to do with the simple fact that they just can't hear. So please, take in mind of the things that go on in this world that we have no idea about, or that we don't think about, or that just gets brushed or pushed right under the rug. Things are being brought to the surface today, and people are being pitted against each other. Innocent people. So please, guys, John Duffy, I see you. Try to care for one another today. And that's all I'm going to say. I don't know where to go today because you can ask my wife. I didn't want to do the show. I don't want to get on here, and I don't want to have a show on people's misery, on what we're going through just in general, when we're not focusing on how to get past this, how to have a better future. I hear nothing about tomorrow and what tomorrow brings. All I hear is tragedy, hell, screaming, viruses, scare attack, just so much, except the one thing we need the most right now is love. I don't get it. I sound like a damn preacher. Who the hell am I? Get it. Let's bring him in. Hell with it. Let's go. What's up, guys? Here, where's Grumpy John? Gary Phelps. Good morning.
Morning, Gary.
Are you guys wondering if I'm done yet? Are you guys wondering if I'm done yet? Is this sappy bastard going to be done?
Hey, Wayne, I'll cheer you up. I got to go past you today.
What?
I got to go do a little bit of mowing today.
Oh, man.
Hey, get it. You got to do some work.
You going to put the cowboy hat on?
All right, guys. All right, real quick, John. Let's find out where let's find out where Stretch is. Everybody, if you haven't met Gary Stretch Phelps, this is Gary Stretch Phelps. He's become a close brother of mine. I really can't wait to get to know this guy even better. The dude unfolds out of trucks. He doesn't step out of a truck. He unfolds.
That's an understatement.
The dude's 6'8", bro. He's 6'8".
6'9".
6'9". Oh, my bad. 6'10" with a pair of with some shoes on. Gary, where are you at? What are you doing? Talk to us, Gary. What's going on, buddy?
Oh, man, right now I'm down here in Fancy Gap, Virginia. I got to go down to Mocksville, North Carolina, down by Winston-Salem. I just got a little, I don't know, you might as well consider it a little hotshot load on, but I guess it paid real well. And then get a load going back up to New York, continue my vacation.
You're from Syracuse, right?
Yes, sir.
What's going on in New York? What's going on in your neck of the woods?
Oh, it's the same. It's the typical chicken shit that's going on across the country. They actually they rioted a little, but it's not as bad as it is in some major cities. But a lot of it is Syracuse is doing a lot of peaceful protesting, and like I think it was yesterday they were actually protesting, but they had voter registration tables set up. So they were actually getting people to register to vote
Okay.
during the protest.
Okay.
So
It's kind of odd. John, what do you think about that?
I think that's awesome, actually. Hey, you're gonna come here and vote, right? You're gonna sign up to vote because you know what they just did. Because you
at
know
least
what
they're not tearing the
they did?
city
They
up.
got
So
the name of every protester that was there.
John, what's going on with you? Where are you at? What are you doing? What's coming from you? What do we got coming from you, grumpy old man? Or grumpy John.
Grumpy John.
Freaking
Ronnie
grumpy
had
John.
a bit of a problem. Ronnie had a bit of a problem yesterday. He got off on the belt line to go to our shipper to get loaded, and he calls me and he says, "I'm going to be late." And I said, "Why are you late? Why are you going to be late?" And he said, "Well, I got off on the belt line. It's at a standstill. It took him an hour and 15 minutes to go 2 miles to just get off the exit."
Protesters?
Yeah. Which they were further down the road, which they were, a couple exits down, but that's how far the road was backed up. Kerry got down towards Chicago. He was able to do the split and run around 290 and 294 because they had inside Chicago messed up too, not only down there at the Indiana-Illinois border, they were, messing it up elsewhere. And
Yeah. I'll say one thing. I was at some protests last night, and it doesn't make any sense. In all honesty,
no,
it doesn't. I seen people get arrested. I seen people provoked. I seen people peacefully. I seen people kind of agitated. I seen every walk. What I don't see is people actually communicating and actually coming up with a plan to do something different this time. There's great men that walked this earth like Martin Luther King. There's great men that walked this earth like, for me, President Reagan. He was my guy. Okay, the Gipper. Okay, I was able to meet him. Okay, so the Gipper. Okay, there's people that influenced me in my life, and there's history that's being repeated again. What can we do what can we tell drivers, and what can we do as a people to start turning this page and going forward from where we're at today? Somebody help me, please.
If everybody quit giving them the attention that they're wanting, it'd go away, because I don't know what they're protesting for anymore. They already said what they're going to do with them cops. So why are they still doing it? Maybe I took Vic to the airport this morning. He had to fly out to Pittsburgh. He bought a truck out by Pittsburgh to bring back home and make into a dump truck. And as I dropped Victor off, same airport I dropped you off at, Wayne, you know what it was like a ghost town. Right in front of me, coming out of the parking garage, was a great big group of people. So were they bussed in, or were they flown in and now they're flown back home? Because they all had college jerseys on. Were they?
Well, there's no sports going on.
I don't know.
Well, and that's the thing. They got us looking at people funny now. That's what I'm saying. So now we see a group. Okay, who's that? My issue, John, is why are we not trying anything different? Okay, why is it still being allowed to let these peaceful protests be turned into riots? Okay, we have the ability to stop these things. Hold on, John. Even as the people, okay, I'm starting to see across the country, small towns starting to arm themselves, starting to stand up against these people. Okay, if we're doing it ourselves and we're already starting it, where's the help?
Well,
okay.
You want my honest opinion, and people.
Well, hold on. I want Gary. Because you already answered. I want Gary to say something.
I can't.
All right, Gary's having trouble. Go ahead, John. You say something.
You want my honest opinion? My honest opinion.
Yes.
They need to have snipers up on the building, the first one to throw a brick through a window and vandalize a man's business and think they're being smart about it. They need to be shot.
They already have business owners are already doing that, John. That's that you're going that does no good. Okay, we did that with Rodney King. We had that back then. That does no good.
You start dropping a white flag, and maybe they'll pay attention and think about rioting twice, because they might think, hey, I'm going to get a bullet in the back of the head. If I was any one of these business owners,
time out.
I'd wipe them out.
I get that, but that doesn't solve anything. Wait, time out, John. Time out, John. You're not hearing me. We have all these things set up for this virus, supposedly, so quickly. All these relief centers, all these hospitals built, everything done. We can't control our own people. But we can keep countries. We can keep countries at bay like Russia and like China and like all these countries that are sitting back right now, going, "Yes, America is falling." We're not teaching our people that other countries are looking at us right, going, "Now, yes, watch them fall, watch them fall, watch them fall."
Well, they're looking at us like we're idiots.
Right. So why are we not educating our own people instead of saying, "Oh, we need to go up on buildings and shoot people"? We need to start letting people know that we are falling as a country. It has nothing to do with skin color anymore.
Was it by you? Was it by you last night that an officer got shot in the back of the head?
It has nothing to do with skin color anymore. Right, John? That's my point being is
My
right.
point is, here's the thing.
Hey, wait, I gotta go out.
Go ahead, Gary. Go ahead, go. Me and John are doing just fine. Oops, sorry, John.
Here's the thing, brother. They can only afford to send so many officers in there. If they flood that with officers, then there's no officers or nothing else to help anybody else.
I'm not even talking about the cops, John. Where's these kids' parents? Where are we?
Right there doing it with them.
No, they're not, John. I was there last night. I didn't see one adult. Nobody over 30.
There was one here in Madison with a 9-year-old girl right with her parents doing it.
Right. I heard about that. 9-year-old girl throwing the brick. I know about that. But 90% of those people out there, I didn't see one 30-year-old. I didn't see anybody above 30. And I was in the middle of it all.
Well, these young kids, I guess these young kids think that's the way to get things done. When they become a third-rate country,
John,
they'll learn, won't they?
What can we do different, John? What can you do different today as a person to make this world better? What can you do?
What can you do?
What can you do today different to make this world better? That's what I want to, because that's where I want to turn this page. I don't want to talk about what people are doing. I want to talk about what we can do together, me and you as brothers. What can we do together to change this world? I know.
Go trucking and shoot TikToks, dude.
What? He wants to go make TikToks, bro.
Hey, go tracking and shoot TikToks, because you know what?
You just want to make funny TikToks?
Here's the thing. Nobody's going to listen to you and me. You and me are classified as we're old. We don't know what we're talking about or anything
Time out, John.
anymore.
You have no idea what you're saying. You're going to tell me nobody's going to listen to me? Then why is there 34 people sitting in here?
You don't understand what I'm saying. You're trying to reach the younger generation, Wayne.
No, I'm trying to reach. No, I'm not. I did not. I said, what can we do today for me and you? You and I. What can we do today as brothers to make this world better that we haven't done yet?
In our industry, tell guys to protect themselves.
No, in this world. I don't give a shit about the industry. I want to know about the world, John. It starts with the world. We supply a service to the country.
Just be a good human being, Wayne. That's all you have to do.
We are good human beings. What can we do today different together in this world to make it better?
I ain't got an answer for you on that. I'm being straight up honest. I ain't got an answer for you on that.
I do.
Answer it then. Go.
We show everybody, every brother and sister, it doesn't matter if you wear flip-flops or not, that we care. That we actually start caring. And we start putting our differences to the side.
Oh, people should do that, but they don't.
I'm talking about us, John. I'm not talking about people. I'm talking about you're not. I just feel like I'm talking to somebody that does not hear me. It's about me and you, bro. We're best friends now. We're brothers. I'm not going nowhere. We'll sit here and we'll argue on this camera. You know that. And at the end, I'll come and I'll hug you and I'll love you. Because no matter what, I want John Herdrich in my life. Because I value.
No, we need, and it doesn't matter. You just said it with the, you help one another. Don't just, if somebody needs help, you help them. I mean, it doesn't matter their skin color or nothing, Wayne.
Okay. Thank you. When I am calm, honey.
Boys, and talk about your wonderful first time meeting them and all your
but here's the thing. What I get, and well, here's what I'm gonna say. This is how I learned from John. Me and him.
Brandon, you're in trouble, buddy.
I had a few drinks. No, Brandon's good. He's too. I want to teach him.
I'm reading comments.
It takes one good to turn the bad to good. There you go.
And right here is an example of one good turn to.
Better straighten up, Brendan. I won't send you around.
Gary, when I was waiting, you guys waited for him, and you made a new brother, right?
Wait, he's got talking in my ear, and I can't hear you.
One good thing that you guys do that happens sometimes is like you guys waited for Gary, and Gary came to you guys, and you made a new brother, and now you guys are here. So that's good. A new friendship.
Yeah, that's true. Okay, so all right, Gary Phillips, you little booger. I knew you're in my life for a reason, bro. My wife just got brought up a good point, Gary, and you played a part in it. She's like, one thing that happened recently is you guys were getting ready to leave and you had to be in Wisconsin, but Gary Phelps called and you waited around. And you met with that brother. You met with him, and now you guys are like brothers. And you can't stop talking how tall the guy is. It's like, yeah, I love the guy. Because here's the thing: I have a relationship. I have a bond with him, and it's sports, and we haven't even got there yet. Because, babe, will you hand me the shoe real quick? It's over there. I want to show Gary. So, because he's a 7-footer. So, but waiting around for Gary and Gary to get there, and then developing the relationship that we have today, because he's on here today, John. I guess that's where we start. I guess we start right here, John.
We changed his life. Hey, Wayne, we changed his life, didn't we?
Yes, sir.
He changed my life. That's for sure.
You
Gary,
know,
talk to us, Gary. Let Gary talk, John. He's been having troubles and issues. What's going on, bro?
Oh no, I'm good. I'm good now. I had a phone call that came in, so it kind of kicked my volume down. Oh man, Shaq's you. Yes, sir.
And it's signed, Gary.
Yes, it is.
So I know what you struggle with, brother. I know what you struggle with. I was his driver.
Mine's not that big, but
Huh? I know I was more than his driver, but that was my title, driver. So, Gary, where are you at? What are you doing? What's going on? Talk to me. I lost train of thought there. Go ahead.
oh no, I'm just I got to deliver down in North Carolina and then head back up north. I was supposed to be on vacation this week, but the boss said I was the only one in the area, and if I would run a load for him down in North Carolina, so here we are down here in Fancy Gap, Virginia, and then unload and reload for something going back up towards the house, and then next week I'll start my vacation all over again.
What are you doing to protect yourself today?
I'm just trying not to run into the idiots. I mean, I don't at this point I don't carry a gun, so I mean all I got's a cheater bar and a couple knives. But like I said, I'm all about a peaceful protest. But once you start blocking the roads and you jump up on my step and you're trying to get into this truck, it's a whole different ball game.
Well,
but
here's and I'm glad you said that because I went off this morning.
Yeah.
And when I go off, sometimes my wife, I'm just going off in general, and my wife is like, "Oh, crap," and she catches it and she feels it because you can't be helped but be affected.
Yeah,
and that's why I really need to learn to get a hold of my emotions because we start talking about the I-35 driver, the 35 driver, the tanker driver.
Yeah,
and I'm seeing this video, I'm seeing that video. It's just so twisted.
There's so many different stories.
At the end of the day, people are in highways.
Yep.
Okay? No one is supposed to be out on that highway. I want to say with all my heart, he had no intention to hurt anybody.
No.
I know that. They need to figure out that highway thing. Them cinder blocks that are up, I guess that's I don't know, but that needs to be put at the forefront. It's these people are in highways, okay? And nothing's being done to let these truck drivers and these commercial drivers know exactly what's ahead of them. You're supposed to prepare a driver for what's ahead. Otherwise, it's just constant change like the freaking weather. Like in a storm, you can't control what happens in a storm sometimes. High winds, you're blown over, it's done. So, John, what's going on? Talk to me.
Going about what?
You look like you're backed up in the corner over there.
I'm just trying to. I got the screen glaring off my glasses, and all that good stuff.
Somebody send grips. Somebody send the grips in to fix that. Put a flag out a black flag that blocks that light. All right, we need send somebody in for the glare for John, please. Jesus Christ.
There we go. I gotta go like this, and maybe it goes away.
Right, and Mr. Hollywood, he's Hollywood. Rob's Showtime, and I just don't know what to do with
Hollywood's on that side of the screen.
No, that's you. You're Hollywood.
You fired me last week for being your driver, dude.
That's he's not Hollywood. That's one take Johnny right there. That's one take Johnny.
One take John. Oh, that's one time Wayne and one take John. You know what? I don't care what videos have surfaced. Steve Oatley, I agree, don't think it was doing it intentionally, but I think he was being irresponsible. I think the fact that you do a show and have rioters behind you on a green screen because you ain't talented enough to carry a show yourself is what's the problem. People like you putting out videos that you put out is the problem. You make money off of other people's misery right now. That's what you're doing because you sell digital advertising. You want people to go to your website and be the breaking story. You know what's breaking is love's coming and it's around the corner. And we're going to stop listening to stuff like that. And I'm going to do whatever I can to drown out the noise in the industry that doesn't need to be heard anymore. Period. Get off my feed. You're done.
If you want
Sorry, hold on, Gary.
Yeah.
Hold on.
Yeah.
I know. But you know what, John? John, you're a broker. You know what he is. Okay? Claims I was a truck driver when I was little. I used to sit in my dad's truck. I don't care. Get out there and talk to drivers. Stop sitting in front of a green screen. Travel. Go to truck stops if you care about this industry. Stop sitting in front of a green screen. Know your industry. Know your drivers before you speak upon your drivers. Don't get me started, John. I'll start shaking because you, I love. I earned your respect. Gary's respect I earned. Each and every one of you I go out and I meet because I know what you mean to me. And you deserve respect. You deserve honor.
Hey, I'm going to tell you out of everybody's respect.
You deserve the best because you deliver the best, so therefore you are the best.
Let me tell you something.
Baby, I'm trying to be calm, but these are
Listen to me now. You want to talk about getting respect? You got Mr. Schrader's respect, and that's huge.
You know what, John? I earned his respect.
You did.
It's because the way I was raised, and I know what he means to this industry. He's rebuilding a cab. You and him are doing a cab over right now. Okay? Yep. I think it's funny, these groups. Like, I love the cab over group.
Yeah, Brendan's got the pressure on me.
I know. But the thing that I love is there's so much heritage that I get to talk about here soon. There really is.
John, okay. John, how you dealing with that A model fever?
You know what? See, I don't care. Wait, hold on. Wait. I got 5 years driving experience. You know what that means? That you were just coming out of your rookie years. Your first 5 years of trucking, sir, is your rookie years because then you get a little taste of what winter weather driving is. Get over it. 5 years, please. We got like 60 years sitting right here. Get on, driver. Get on. Get in. You don't want to play in this place. This is not your playground. Lost fans. Lost a fan here. I don't want a fan. I want a friend. Okay? I'm not looking for fans, bro. You're walking right down the road. You don't want to play. Look. Don't feed the fire, sir, because I am standing for the drivers today and forever. I am a driver. My father was a driver. I don't decide to go make money off drivers. I go try to help drivers make money, like Renee Anderson, like John Herdrich is working with Brandon. And guess what? We're going to air it. We're going to put it out there. We're going to get people the right information in today's industry, period. And it's going to come directly from drivers that are in today's industry that are not sitting at a desk like me. Okay, I sit at a desk right now, but wait till next week. I got a surprise for y'all. The show's moving, everybody. The driver's side is moving. Gary Phelps, we're moving. I can't say where we're moving, but you exactly know where we're moving to.
I know that you know that I know that you know that I know you know I know where you're
I know that you know that I know that you know that you know that I know that I don't. Yeah, dude. Yeah. You know what? Sometimes I'll get caught up in my emotions with people like that dude. Because I've been studying him for a minute because he broadcasts every day. He's got a show. And he likes to hold videos and I got dirt on him. I got dirt on Rick. Good. I'm glad you got dirt. Look, dirt on me, you ain't got to dig too far. You basically scratch the surface. There's a lot of dirt right there. Matter of fact, you'll see my face on top of the dirt going, hey, bro, I'm right here. Gary Phelps, talk to me.
Hold on.
He's losing audio again. What's with that guy? Go out and come back in, Gary. Look, let me apologize to the audience, okay? All right, let me apologize for getting in my feelings. Number of years don't necessarily make one a better driver. Correct. Get it. That's true, right, John? What about that? What about, do you think for 5 years you're pretty much you're a seasoned truck driver after 5 years?
I was just a pup at 5 years, brother. I was just a pup.
It's hilarious. Hey, it's hilarious.
Hey, I can go places to this day if I take a trip. And I'll be sitting there, and there'll be older gentlemen sitting there, and they'll get telling stories back and forth, and I'll be the one in the middle. And this actually happened down in Jackson, Ohio one night, and none of us knew each other. One on one side was from one town not too far from me, and the other was from another town not too far from me. One was in his late 60s, the other one was in his very late 70s, pushing 80 years old. And they looked at me in the middle and said, "How does it feel to be called the rookie?" And I said, "You know what? In between you two guys, you call me the rookie any day of the week." I learned something new out here every day. Brandon taught me something the other day that he learned, and it was pretty neat. It was pretty fascinating, something I had never known. And Brandon's, younger than I am, and he taught this old dog something.
Brandon's actually he's man, this guy's one sharp tool. He is one sharp tool. And it's like people that say, like, I'd rather have a driver with 5 years than 18 years. I'd rather have all of them. Okay? I'd rather have just brothers from all aspects. I'd rather have that veteran and that young guy, and they start teaching each other instead of saying, I'd rather have a guy with 5 years than with 18 years. Because that gentleman with 5 years can teach that kid with 18 years something, and that kid with 5 years can teach that gentleman with 18 years with something. Because we're learning that today with John Herdrich and Brandon Carpenter. So please be careful how you word your stuff.
I've got a couple of guys in their 60s, and I still learn stuff from them, and they learn stuff from me. We all have a respect for each other, and
right.
They bounce stuff off of me and say, "Hey, what do you think about this?" And I'll give them my opinion. They'll give me their opinion. There's no I in team in any of it.
No, there's not. There's only the thing is, at the end of the day, John, it's just like when I did the Fuel Island video. There's people that reached out to me and asked me to help them and help educate them. They were sitting in classes like, what do I do? Oh my God, they're taking advantage of this. Right. And they get out and they start opening up companies. The thing is, they need to continue to educate themselves. Just because you run into a few guys with their butts up their head or head up their butts doesn't mean that they're not worth anything. That just means that they've been jaded by these people that come into this industry and think they know what they're doing, especially with 5 years experience. That is just like barely anywhere near learning how to shift gears. I wonder if some of these people have even drove an 18-speed in today's world. What? I know.
Not likely.
What's that?
Not likely. It don't matter how many years of experience you got, as long as you're willing to learn. Like John said, I could teach John something. I've only been driving for 17. I've been in the industry since I was 18. I've been driving right around 17 years. I could teach John something. John could teach me something. Wayne, you could teach me something. It don't matter. As long as you're willing to learn and you got the openness that you're not a closed-minded driver where you think that you know everything, you can excel.
I can definitely teach you not what to do. Like drag a fuel pump across a yard.
Hey, man.
My nickname
Were you
was
one of them memes? Were you one of those memes, Wayne?
Oh yeah. I've had memes made about me. Oh yeah. Oh please, when that Fuel Island video, I had memes made about me and my ex-wife. Please, these Twisted Truckers was nowhere near what they are today. They came after me. They came after me. The Driver's Lounge, I was going at it with all of them. That's why I finally had to pull my head out of my butt and start doing this the right way.
That we were going to get a window put in your stomach and give you Windex and glass cleaner so you could see where you were going.
John, so I just got in the oil field, right? I'm working graveyard. We're slip seating. I come back. We're hauling frac sand. We're hauling trailers down, dropping empties and dropping trailers and coming back bobtailing. I get back to the yard. It's my first week on graveyard, and I pull up to that fuel pump. We have our own fuel pumps, but we only have one pump, so you got to throw it over the catwalk. So I'm feeling. So I hang up the nozzle. We're good. I'm done. I take off. All the lights in the yard go off. I said, "These bastards, they're gonna mess with me. I'm the new guy. Here we go. These guys are gonna." I park my truck. I step out. And I look behind my truck, and I'm like, the hell is that there? Behind my truck, about 10, 20 feet, is it looks like a refrigerator box. So what the fuck is that? What the hell is that? And all of a sudden, I can hear in the background. Whoosh. I ripped the fuel pump right up, the whole pump, the whole thing, and I drug it all the way around the yard. And I parked my truck, and I snapped the elbow at the tank because you know how at yards like Schroeder's, he's got the tanks. They're outside, they're above ground, and they're big tanks, and they're right next to the pump. I snapped it right at that elbow, right at that knuckle of the pump where it pumps down, and it was pouring out all over the yard. That's why the power went out. So my nickname was Fuel Pump for a long time. So, and I already had 10 years experience. I could definitely tell you what not to do. All right, let's go to David Hughes. I feed my family by assisting the American truck driver deliver to feed their family while maintaining the respect of the public and the law enforcement in the process. I'm the eyes and the voice, the dangers for the dangers ahead. That's an escort driver right there. His name's David Hughes, and he's a good dude. What do you think? What do you think about today's industry, John or Gary, and people helping out each other? Do drivers actually look out for each other today?
Not as much as they used to. I mean, it all depends. I mean, I don't know. I mean, they do and they don't. I mean, some drivers care, some drivers don't. I mean, I'll try and help as much as I can. Like if I see somebody that doesn't really know what they're doing, trying to back into a spot or something, I mean, I'll get out there and I'll help that driver because I'd rather help him than have him rip somebody's hood off or something like that. You know, I mean, if I see a driver broke down on the side of the road, I'll yell to him on the CB, you know, especially if it's bad weather or something. Hey, you all right? You need anything? You know, I mean, whatever I can do to help, I try.
I get it. Just like Rig Rider. Keep on trucking. Get it. I love that young guy. You'll learn. I know who he is. I know exactly who Rig Rider is. I've been toying with him. Get it together, Jeremy. Get it together. You need the right men in your corner. You need the right people in your corner in today's industry because the new industry is around the corner. This is a new America. Are we going to go back to just the regular old trucking guys? Go ahead, John. Is John frozen?
No, I'm not.
No, he's thinking.
Go ahead, John. Go ahead, John. Go ahead. All right. So why you think? Let me go to Gary. Gary, are we going to go back to just the regular old trucking?
No, I don't think so.
What do you think's coming?
I really don't know. I really don't know. I mean,
that's what I fear the most is the unknown. It kills me. What about you, John? Come on. What about tomorrow's industry?
It's going to change. It's not going to stay the same. We're going to see a lot of changes, I think. And either we adapt and overcome or we get swallowed up.
Yes, sir.
I mean, most people that know me, and I told you this, Wayne, and I wish I could find it. I wrote a eulogy for my logbook, man. I know you did. My logbook. I wrote, hey, I'm at the hospital. Doctors say I might not make it through the night. We'll keep him on life support, you know. I had to adapt to it. At first, I hated it. Absolutely hated it. Once I got used to it, changed the way I did a few things, it ain't no big deal. You know, you just adapt and overcome.
I can say one thing that's going to change in this industry. The driver's side is going to get bigger. We're going to get stronger.
Yes, sir.
And we're not going anywhere. We are going to grow this platform as a driver-driven platform and finally have something that's literally driver-driven. Self-funded and driver-driven. Okay, I'm tired. I'm so tired. And I do apologize to you guys this morning for going off and broadcasting within my feelings. Technically, Steve Oatley, I'm sorry. You know what? You have every right to do what you want. Go get it. But I'll tell you this right now. I will make it complicated for people broadcasting within this industry and telling lies because the numbers are growing at an extreme mass rate. And the show's moving. The show has a new studio. And I'll be broadcasting there Monday or Tuesday. I'll be there Tuesday. So next Tuesday, guys, we will be broadcasting from our new location and from one of our partners that we've partnered up with the driver's side. John's one of the yeah. We partnered up. We partnered up with somebody. Don't say anything, Gary Phelps. You be quiet.
I know nothing. I'm
Good.
in the,
will
You actually
see
know.
Thursday.
You actually know more than you think you do. John is actually John has officially become a partner of the driver's side.
hell yeah.
Okay, and what I mean by that is we are an LLC. We are a company at the end of the day, and I'm going to surrender portions of this country to people. One of them is John Herdrich. John, and I cannot thank you enough for wanting to be part of this. It's important.
Yeah, it's my pleasure. I'm having fun doing it, brother.
Right. Well, the one thing is you don't have a choice technically because, well, we rode together last week was really amazing in our personal lives. We were touched in many ways. We were definitely told that we were meant to be together. Gary Phelps is going to be a big part of this show. I hope to make him a partner someday. I just got to see where he's at because the way this is going, the way things are coming, it's just coming down naturally. And the one thing that's not going to happen is us disappearing. We got a new age coming, and we got a new America coming, which means we have an opportunity to start building together. The one thing this industry has never had is a driver-driven, literally, platform that it looks out for the driver when nobody else is. Seriously. And these guys sitting right here, this one and the one way over there, they'll knock me the hell out if I screw up. Trust
You got to
me.
excuse me for a second.
Where are you going? Oh, he's got a broker load. I
Go
know that Gary right here, he'll light me up. If
You
I
know,
don't
you know me, Wayne. I'm down like a rodeo clown.
he's down a clown. But I know you'll also keep me in line, won't you, Gary?
Yes, sir.
What do you
We'll
what do
keep
you
you
want to see?
grounded. Plus, I'm bigger than you, so I can just bop you on the head. You get out of control.
Bro, let me tell you something. You 7-footers, I technically call you a 7-footer because you broke 6'8". I've worked for a 7-footer, dude. I know how to get you. Them knees are weak. Give me those knees. I'll crawl.
Yeah, no,
I'll climb you like
they
a
are
tree.
weak.
I'll climb you like a tree and get right under the neck. Go to sleep, Gary. I'm a squirrely little bastard. Gary, what do you want
Yes,
to see
sir.
from the What do you want to see from the driver's side?
Dude, I just want to see you do your thing, grow this thing, and do what you have in mind to do. I'll support you 100%. I'll bring people to you. Like when you called me the other night,
Uh-huh.
you talked to my friend. She actually commented on here, Cora.
Yeah, I saw her.
She's a huge fan. I got a bunch of guys that I work with that are huge fans that they said anytime that they're in the area, they're down to support, be on the show, do whatever, man.
And I'm gonna take you up on that. Take me up to New York. Take me up to
Okay.
Syracuse. I want to meet Cara. I want to meet her boy, all them.
Let's do this.
Isn't that who I just talked to?
Yeah, Cora.
Okay.
Cora and her
Yeah.
Cora and her boyfriend Mark. Mark's a 37-year driver. He drives for New Penn right now. He's a Teamster, but he's driven cab overs. He's driven containers. He's driven loads of Miller Light beer from Fulton, New York, back when it was in the day. Cora, she was in operations at New Penn. She's now working for 3PL Logistics, so she's a broker in her own deal. Good people.
They are good people. They are good people. And the fact that you handed her the phone the other day and said that she wanted to talk to me and say hi to me, I thought that was cool. All this stuff that's happening, bro, I think it's neat, but it blows me away that there's still a lot of good people out there, and I think if we get them together, I think that's what we can start doing different.
You got a lot of people out there, and they want to be part of it. It's just get in and fit in.
I had no idea. Let's go to Keith Becker. I want to see the driver's side have a mobile studio that you can do your Sunday live show from a different truck stop every week and every morning at a different truck stop, and just keep driving around the nation, meet drivers, and growing and getting bigger and becoming the biggest and the best truck driving show on the internet. And it's here. That's what's happening. That's actually what's happening. So I am moving, and the show's moving, and we will have a home base. But we are working on an RV, trying to get an RV right now to get to the new location so I can just jump in the RV. Something's going down. We're gone. And that is actually the plan and the goal, Keith Becker. And that's why it's important to like and share into your groups. And no, and why I say that is because the fact that I am actually allowed to share into groups now, but I don't want to. Okay, the show's growing on its own, and that's the importance here. If it grows organically, we have value as drivers. Period. We're valuable anyway. But what I'm saying, the platform has drivers to where I can give back to you guys, okay? Right, this platform will make money, but it's to give back to the drivers, okay? I just want to hang out with truck drivers. I just want to hang out and truck, shift and twist, learn heritage, learn about the one thing I didn't do is turn wrenches. John, do I turn wrenches?
The man don't like to get dirty.
He's gonna learn to get dirty hanging around us.
He'll run around that truck stop and he'll take videos of every truck out there. But he won't.
John, can I drive a truck? John, can I drive a truck?
You can drive a truck.
I drove a twin stick, didn't I? Not the best, but I drove a twin stick.
Yeah, we just gotta fine tune you on it a little bit.
You got one
John.
up on me, Wayne. I've never driven a twin stick.
Hold on, Gary Phelps. Look, technically, I drove a twin stick for like 3 blocks. 3 blocks.
Here we go again. So I got more time there than you. Here we go. Here's the jealousy coming out again. You see this stretch?
I heard it. I heard it that day when I was.
I'm telling you right now. I'm not hiding. I hope you hear it because it's all there. It's a
some type of way that John drove it further than he did.
I'm pissed, dude. I'm pissed.
And you know what?
I'm pissed.
Here's the thing, Wayne. Kenny's going to drive it farther than either one of us.
I know. What do you think of Kenny, John? Wait, Gary, did you meet Kenny?
No, I didn't meet. I met Brandon's mom and Brandon's sister, and I met Chris.
Good people. Oh yeah, Chris, dude.
Yeah.
So we'll go to Kenny in a second.
He's a real good guy,
dude. Truck pulls. Pulls. I'm going to truck pulls. You want to talk about rolling some coal? Oh my God.
Let me know. I'll be in that area.
The things that Brandon has turned me on to and that he's getting me access to.
Yeah.
Dude, the driver's side's about to go through the roof. 3 blocks of pure glory. There he is, little bastard. Keep right. Wait. So 3 blocks of pure glory. And John says, he got to ride the lightning.
Yeah, he rode the lightning.
Get it.
Hey, you guys got to ride the lightning. I got to try and shove my big ass in the lightning.
Yeah, you did. Did you see what I put? You see that video I made for you, Gary?
You had to unfold yourself out of the lightning.
You're damn right.
Click. Hi, I'm Gary. It's the funniest thing, dude. Right? Am I not right, John? Did he not fold?
It's like one limb.
Dude, the dude's so tall he looks down at his driver's seat from standing next. He doesn't have to step on the step. He doesn't even need to step on the step. He just looks down. He takes 1 step into the cab. He bypasses the 2 steps.
I remember your first reaction when I got out of that truck at Brandon's house. You're like, "Damn."
Well, because dude, you don't come across that way. And I worked for a 7-footer. I was 10 years around NBA players. You know, being a private driver for an athlete, you start being around these, and they're huge. They're huge. You guys are just like a freaking nature. All right, let's see. And by the way, everybody, like Kelly Shane Richardson says, this dude's really. Damn, Wayne, you are ugly on a 90-inch flat screen. I bet. Do I look good though? I mean, I would like to see me on a 90-inch flat screen, honey. Okay.
Man, I don't know about Kelly, but this is a good-looking group of some bitches right here. I'll tell you what.
Right? Okay. Hi guys. All right, John. What are you doing today? What's going on? Where are we at? We're gonna wrap this up here, guys.
I got some freight stuff to do upstairs. I need to get a hold of Brandon. I got to work in the office a little bit. I got to do some stuff outside for a little bit. And I want to try and go to the shop, work on the cab over a little bit today, and just normal everyday stuff at the ranch and trucking. Go hang out with Dad a little bit. He was busy yesterday. He had to go he had to go all the way. He had to go to Dubuque to get some parts for his riding lawnmower because he won't buy a new one. He's had one I think since 1973. Probably.
And guess what? Guess what? We have a new camera car at the new studio.
Yeah, great. Another.
Tut. Quiet. No,
I
it's the
got
same.
you.
It's technically the same one, Gary. So now you know.
Oh, all right. I can't wait.
Is that going to be cool or what?
We
You
need
know
to
exactly.
tone the camera car down though. We need to muffle it a little bit.
Yeah. No,
I need mounts, bro. I need mounts. I need cameras all over that.
put a bunch of GoPros all over that.
Well, Gary, you're going to be getting a GoPro soon. Just by the
Hell
way, just
yeah.
so you know, you're going to get one. You're going to be getting one in your truck, guys. So we're going to wind up having to buy a bunch of camera gear and stuff like that, and get it to some of you brothers and sisters to have in your trucks, so we can have footage. So and you guys control the camera. You turn it on when you want. I'm not going to. I don't want to.
Oh, boy.
I can imagine the things those people see on those face-fronting cameras. Oh my god! All right, let's go to Natasha. Can't wait to meet you as well. We are here. We hear so much about you as well. A weekend with Wayne with ADHD and Brian with ADHD and SPD. It can drain the energy of a bunny down.
You just keep going and going and going and going.
So if nobody knows me, a lot of people think I'm on drugs. I'm actually drug free, but I do have ADHD and I do suffer from hyperactivity. Okay, I probably drink too much caffeine, but when I'm around, I am very, very high. I don't know if is it high strung, John?
That's an understatement.
I don't know. You were walking around like an 80-year-old. Next thing I know, you're running around all three trucks out there in the yard, and then you're coming back walking like a gimp. Then you're back out there running around the yard.
So I've had back surgery, Gary. That's why I had back surgery. And sitting in
You
that seat for
you asked me what I thought about Kenny.
yeah. Oh yeah. Wait, hold on. I had back surgery. That's why, Gary. So I start stiffening up when I sit too long. But once I get moving, it's better. Yeah, John. What did you think about Kenny, dude?
Kenny's pure old school, man. Kenny, I get a kick out of Kenny, and you know, you did I can't remember. I think you did a TikTok to it or whatever. And Kenny's sitting there bouncing his feet. And you had a picture of Brandon sitting over there.
Ice baby.
Yeah, Brandon was sitting over there, you know, looking like, man, all I want to do is take a nap. And I'm sitting there with Shorty, and he's showing me pictures of his rides through the years. And there wasn't no new rides, boys and girls. It was all old rides, and very nice old rides.
And you guys can actually catch a glimpse of that. It's on the driver's side. There's a picture on the driver's side that says Brotherhood. And it's Brandon staring at lightning. And it's John and Kenny going through pictures on Kenny's phone. Okay, so what happens when I'm around, I honestly don't care about your trucks. I love your trucks, but I don't care about them. I care about the drivers, and I care about capturing moments together. And that picture, when I took it, I knew what it was. It was brothers bonding through trucking. And I captured it. And then it was Brandon over there thinking, what is he going to do with that truck? Don't worry, Brandon. We'll figure it out. The thing is I love capturing it. I love capturing moments. There's so much footage that I have and pictures that I have of you guys that I just can't put up on the driver's side because it takes time. I have to slow down. And just like Kelly Richardson says, Wayne is 100 miles an hour all the time.
Yes, sir.
Yes. So I am. But the things that you see come out on the driver's side, pictures-wise, any footage, there's very rarely you'll see footage that's not ours, but everything is authentic. And that's what I think is being successful about this show is the authenticity. What do you think, Gary?
It's very, I mean, it's 100% pure. I mean, this show, this platform comes from the heart. It comes from a man that
Keep me out
just
of the
wants
equation.
to better the industry.
Try to keep me out of the equation because I'm not looking for praise. I just want to know what people are seeing from this platform and where we're because of the potential of it. Because there's a guy right now on here, Philip Brown, that says all the boys are on this morning.
Here's one word I can say about it. It's unscripted. You catch everything us being natural, and because
Very
we're doing
raw.
stuff, we're not even paying attention. We're not even paying attention to Wayne. Wayne's off running around 148 miles an hour. You know, he's here one second, he's gone the next. We just continue on with whatever we're doing, and it's unscripted. And
the next thing you know, they got a camera in their face.
That's like
my God, Wayne, you've never made me laugh. I never knew I could laugh so hard at myself. Okay, laugh so hard at myself that I'm crying, and never realized what I was doing. That just was so funny. I was just being me, man.
That's like when I was at Brandon's house. I walked out to my truck to plug in my cell phone, and then I start walking back, and Wayne's over there, snip, and he goes, "Thank you." As I'm just walking back from my truck.
So if you're ever around me, just be prepared. You're going to be. So that means I'm going to have to get releases, okay? Because I don't have releases, and I'm going to have to get everybody to sign releases here eventually. But eventually, if you're around me I'll walk up to you and I'll say, "Thank you."
Yep.
It's because I captured a moment that was special. And what Gary's talking about is I handed Gary a vinyl sticker, and it was the driver's side. And Gary immediately walked out to his truck, and he put it on. And it was the first time. There it is.
Here, we'll go get a first-hand look at that.
Get it. Okay. All right,
That's what it's all about right there.
Stop. John Herdrich, thank you for having those made. Well, who had them made? Who was the company, John? Who's the guy?
It was JX Graphics, Danny Easterbrooks.
Thank you, Danny. John, thank you for creating those and getting those made.
His name is Dana, not Danny.
What?
His name
I'm
was
talking to
Dana.
you.
Oh.
You had them made, John.
Yeah.
Dana? Okay, whatever. Stop. If I got the name right, correct it in the freaking comments. Because I'm terrible with names. What I want to say is here is you see them. They're right there, Gary, you bastard.
Hey.
Is John had these vinyls made and he shipped them to me. And I was able to take them across the country and hand them out.
I think you actually took what I had for myself too the other day.
I did.
Thanks, bro. Thanks.
John, all right, John, I love you. Can I get to my closing moment? Please, you bastard. It's an hour already.
Yeah, I got work to do. Come on, let's get it.
Yeah, I get it.
All right. So what I'm trying to say is John had those vinyls made, and John and Rob, all these people that are here, Philip Brown, everybody are very special to me. But John had those vinyls made, and he had them, and he shipped them to me. And I went on road trips, and I was able to hand them out. The one thing that happened on this last road trip with Gary Phelps, and I captured it with a picture, is that it was the first time I seen a driver put that vinyl on a truck. And he rushed out to do it, which means we have something. For a driver to represent and to put something on their truck that cares so much about their truck. Thank you.
Hey,
John Herdrich, you will forever be my brother. And I know that I can lean on you. And that's through trucking. John, I love you. I'll call you later. Gary Phelps.
Yes, sir.
You mean so much to me as a young gun. Okay? I feel like you're my over-the-road young driver. Okay? You're my heavy one, just like Gary Jones. What I want to say to you is please don't ever change. Don't ever change that core of trucking within you.
Exactly.
Thank you for moving my heart in ways that I thought it wouldn't move again. And that's towards loving drivers and towards believing in this industry. Gary, all of you, you all are the heartbeat of America, and you should be treated that way. Gary, I'll call you later. Thank you, brother.
Get it.
Remember, guys, you all are the heartbeat of America. You should be treated like the heartbeat of America. And always keep that shiny side up, rubber side down, and to make money in today's trucking industry, you have to do what, honey?
Keep that left door closed.
Get it.